welcome back to this plenary concluding session of the first day of Digital Alps Conference 2023. And thank you to all the moderators, all the speakers, all the participants to the contribution to the first day of works. The four workshops were very intense and fruitful, so I will ask to the moderators to give us their uptake, 3 minutes each one, on what emerged during the works. So, Paolo, maybe you can start from your workshop.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Carlo. Well, the last workshop ended with a call in action about connectivity. We started from connectivity. We all know that it is one of the key enabling technology, and but we all know that mountain areas has a problem for connectivity due to orography and democracy. Anyway, the public sector has a role in this market failure area. It is a role about stimulating demand, about regulation, on sharing of infrastructures, on facilitating construction permits. Somebody it runs, somebody it's not enough. It happens also that with the bottom-up approach, some farmers build their own fiber optics connection. But anyway, this bottom-up approach, which is a residual solution in connectivity, we learned that it's one pillar for smart communities to enable digitalization. A bottom-up approach, which involves the population in decision, irrespective of local tradition. It's a key factor also to involve the private sector. We talked about private involvement. Of course, telco providers play a role, an important and effective role for connectivity. But what can speed up the local SMEs' digital intensity is also involving them in the smart process. We talked about farmers, and a project talked about 20 living labs, and science only starting by real problems, they could provide effective solutions by involving and monitoring the company's science for the first step. But it's also a matter of skills. No one side fits all solution. This sentence has been repeated a few times this afternoon. Different business sectors need different curricula and training to increase the digital intensity. Testing different model of smart communities is the best way to find a more participated innovation process. And last but not least, the insight we got was give room to innovation, to practice and research. Digital transition could rely on a scientific approach. We talked about the relevance of data ecosystem, but there is also the need to work on quantity of attempts to try to identify winners and losers, and to implement a project cycle that is made and capable to suggest a tailor-made solution for each community. This was what I wanted to say, to report to you.
Thank you a lot, Paolo. Now, Daria, what about the potential of data and artificial intelligence? The next 3 minutes are for you.
Hello. To summarize the workshop about potential of data and AI in alpine space, I dare to use ChatGPT to demonstrate human-AI collaboration. So I've somehow collected inputs or key messages of our speakers and compiled them into oral message that sounds like this. In the heart of the stunning alpine region, we are at a crucial point where tech and innovation meet eco-friendliness. Going digital is the key to progress here. To really make the most of it, we've got to figure out what our communities need. Weather data and AI are about to become big players in changing the Alps. They'll spark new ideas, help us make better decisions, and come up with green solutions. But there's still work to be done to get the most out of them. Our top priority is making the Alpine region carbon neutral, especially with climate change on the horizon. To make a solid plan, we need a complete and current set of data about energy transitions. This will be the foundation of our strategy for the next few decades. Switching to clean energy isn't just something we want, it's something we need to our communities and the environment. The water in the Alps is super important, and we've got to manage it right. We need to work together on managing water as the climate changes and more people will move in. Public-private partnerships should team up to gather better water data with cool new AI-driven tech. This way we can adapt to climate change and population shifts. Also, we need to help smart rural areas collect important data. European projects can help out by offering special training and shared resources. We are all about being eco-friendly and promoting a circular economy. We need to treat data as shared as asset, following the EU's Digital Strategy and Data Act. By guiding everyone in our innovation community to understand how important sharing data is, we can create reliable sharing systems. This won't just boost innovation, it's also help folks in the region build up their digital skills. In a nutshell, we've got to work together to shape the future of the Alps. If we focus on these priorities, we can make the most of digital tech, speed up the shift to clean energy, manage water wisely, and push for a circular economy. Together, we can keep the beauty of the Alps intact and make life better for those who live here. So let's jump into this journey toward a sustainable Alpine future where innovation and taking care of the environment go hand in hand. So maybe some additional data is needed, but this is where we are here today.
Thank you, Daria. And so, Rocco, if we focus on human-centric society, so what about remote working, digital skills, and future job?
Yes, in our workshop, we heard about and saw different projects, different initiatives involving different targets, from thousands of high school students, from local community, through library, through new place or co-working, also including elder people or children, so different level, different groups of social group. Really interesting in terms of tangible also changes and promising pathways to developing skills, soft skills in local communities, to necessary to have a future. And this social and technology, the speaker mentioned connectivity, and we measure connectivity in terms of megabyte per second, gigabyte per second, and all the question inspired me are different measures, different indicators. We could measure social connectivity maybe in terms of number of idea exchange per day, or number of idea exchange per hour in a co-working place or co-learning place, maybe. Okay. This is a really inspiring pathway.
Thank you, Rocco, for your inspiring part. And also, I think we have to be inspired also to cope with the mega trend of climate change, adaptation, and the energy transition toward a green economy. So, Etienne, what are your take on this?
Yeah, so in our workshop, we had some very shining example of how digitalization can be used in natural resources to track more transparency, how it can be used for decentralized energy production and also energy consumption and balancing the grid also at local level. How digitalization is important in remote area for training to the effect of climate change and in new jobs, but on climate change and in remote areas. How digitalization can be a really good support for behavior change, and we know that how behavior change is important in the energy transition and also in adaptation to climate change, and how digitalization can help us to have some better, accurate narrative of our territories. So in a more, let's say, political level, our speakers and our workshop, we highlighted, as it was already said by the by some other speaker here, that we absolutely need to facilitate the access to digital services. That's really important, and especially in mountain area. We know that it's more challenging, maybe it's more expensive than in the plain, but it's really, really important. And we really need to invest in these infrastructures. I think that's a key point, and that's really a political messages for our regional, national, European authorities. But also that politics should not be afraid of the reality of the energy transition and the adaptation to climate change. We are very happy that today is a very sunny day. It's a bit scary in terms of climate change, but we should not be afraid and be proactive. And that's what we wait on the field, and local stakeholders and regional stakeholders are waiting that politics have some courage really to invest in this energy transition and invest in this access to digital services. We also need to have, but not, maybe it's not the same level, more at local level, that really territories should really be engaged in adaptation strategies, and digital tools can really support them to understand the effect of climate change in their territory, and also to make the good and the right decision for the future.
Thank you, Tien, for your view, your call for action for the politician that tomorrow will give us their vision, and thank you for all you for. Before to close today's session, I will give the floor to Peter Niederer, just for a message about the Smart Alps Network. What is the Smart Alps Network and why it is important? So please come on the stage for 3 minutes also from your part.
Yes. So thank you very much, Carlo, for this small slot of promotion for the Smart Alps Network. The Smart Alps Network is a AG5 USALP baby, we could say, launched 2 years ago, and actually we had a small interruption because there was no funding available anymore. But now with the new Smart Community project, we have again financial means to administer this Smart Alps Network. In brief, the Smart Alps Network is an informal network of smart villages, smart regions, smart communities. And actually the aim is to exchange on smart transition issues, to also provide support to our members. And actually the next webinar, the Smart Alps webinar, which we are organizing regularly, is on co-working spaces. It's related to the topic we have been discussing in the second workshop. So I hope that there are many participants, of course. It's also open to you. And if you're interested in, or rather your organization is interested into the Smart Alps Network, you can adhere. The admission is for free. And actually, you can just send me an email on this email address and express your interest to join, and then you're already with us. And I think it's really worthwhile to work together in a transnational mode to exchange on smart transition. So thank you very much for this opportunity, and we hope that we are spreading our idea and we are also growing in numbers in our network. Thank you.
Thank you, Peter, for your message. So we are at the end of this first day. So see you all of you tomorrow for the political day, for political discussion and policy option. And the work will start at 9 o'clock online and in presence. So have a nice evening and see you tomorrow.